Hello, my name is Joe, and this is my father-in-law, Mark. I invite you to come along with the both of us on our late December Coues deer hunt here in Arizona.
You think you hit him? What the heck? Oh well.
This was definitely one of the most memorable hunts I've ever been on. We start our hunt down in the mesquite flats, in an area that doesn't quite look like your typical Coues country. The sun has roughly been up for about 30 minutes, and we've been able to locate 4 bucks, 2 of which have caught the attention of my father-in-law. This nice heavy 3x3 about a mile out, and a good looking wide buck about a half a mile out.
$3 bucks?
In fact, he's going to cross right in front of it now.
Yeah. The one that crossed in front looks like a doe.
After a short discussion, we decide our best bet would be to go after the wide buck because he's in a much easier location for a stalk. As soon as the buck beds, we start working our way in closer. Soon after, we were able to sneak up to just over 200 yards of the bedded buck and his smaller running mate.
Maybe I'll get that big one up. 225. That one went in behind the bushes. That's where I think that other one was. Is it?
All we need to do now is wait for the buck to stand and hopefully offer Mark a good shot.
She's gonna be on him in a minute if that's where she keeps going. I see the other buck now. I see the bucks. Both of them. There's 2. There's one to the left. The left one's the one you want. If he gets out. He's chasing her. He might come back. He's hunting her off. You see him? Okay. 200, yeah, you put right on him. Can't see him very well now. Yeah, you can barely see his butt. He's coming out though.
Take a shot, Joe.
If you think you're comfortable, go ahead.
She just can't stop.
Make it count. You think you hit him? Kick like you did.
Long story short, this crazy buck decided to take one last swim before meeting his maker.
Yeah, it looks like you hit right there.
Yeah.
As any good son-in-law would do, I waded out into the chest-high water and retrieved the buck. Now that we got my father-in-law's tag filled, we can concentrate on finding that dream buck that I've been unsuccessfully chasing for the past 30 years. Over the next couple weeks, we continued on, searching for my dream buck. We did find a couple bucks that fit the bill, but I just wasn't able to get on them. Here's some footage of some of the better bucks I was able to get on video during this time. Well, like majority of my hunts, I find myself once again hunting down to the wire. It's the last evening of the season, and I'm done chasing dreams. First buck I see, I'm going after.
Almost to the top here. I got a low ridge. That's keeping me out of sight of the hillside I'm gonna be glassing. And all I gotta do is, looks like 50 more yards up, 30 yards over. I can start glassing. So far I've only spooked one doe, which is good for this spot.
As soon as I top out, I find this buck with the doe at just under 300 yards. Before I go any further, I need to admit something that I really just don't want to admit, but here it goes. When it comes to shooting at a deer, I'm just not a very good shot. At the range, I'm good, but in the field where it really counts, not so much. My biggest problem I have is I very easily get overwhelmed with buck fever, and I always end up rushing my shots. And on top of that, trying to get the shot on video, I wanted to make sure that everything was just right before taking a shot at this buck. So if there's times in this video in the next couple minutes that you're wondering to yourself, why the heck isn't this guy shooting? This is the reason why. Once again, buck fever got the best of me. Even after all that patience and time, embarrassingly, I still ended up rushing and pulling my shot. Thankfully, shortly after the buck ran off, he stopped broadside at 274 yards, giving me a second chance to redeem myself. This time I was able to calm down just enough to make a good lethal shot.
There he is. Broke his beam off when he fell. Nice looking buck. Too bad I think I can fix that though.
I had no idea that my first shot hit the buck in his antler. It wasn't until I got home and I was trying to piece the antler back together when I noticed the .243 size bullet hole just below the eye guard. Ever since I was a kid, I've always heard the stories of this happening, but I've never witnessed it firsthand. And in a few of these stories, the buck supposedly gets knocked out. I've always wondered if that could actually happen. Well, I guess I got my answer to that question. That's going to do it for this hunt. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.